Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, sponsored by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning, Sarah and Diana. Today, Ethan is off for work for his other day job, which is with Convoy of Hope. He is in Venezuela helping after those two major back-to-back earthquakes.
Wow. Woo. Yeah. Thanks, Ethan.
Video, right? It's pretty
Just
wild.
Yeah,
it is.
Awful.
So that is where he is. Thank you, Diana, for joining me. And here's a look at the news. Absentee voting is underway in Greene County for the August 4th primary. Eligible voters who cannot make it to the polls on that day can go cast a ballot at the Greene County Election Center on North Boonville. The ballot includes federal, state, and local races this time around, along with 4 statewide issues and a tax question in Ash Grove. Voters must present a valid photo ID to go vote there in person. Okay. Speaking of election news, a proposed Missouri constitutional amendment would replace the state income tax, as you know, do away with it, with higher sales taxes instead. That has sparked quite the debate. Both sides of the issue feeling very adamant and, on their side. But public education is now organizing against it. They do not want to drop the state income tax. A new coalition called Parents for Missouri Public Schools is opposing the measure, saying that it could lead to significant cuts in school funding, especially for rural districts who very much rely on it. Supporters, including the governor, Mike Kehoe, argue that the change would modernize Missouri tax system, boost economic growth, and create more stable state revenue. But opponents say that amendment does not guarantee protection for public school funding. So again, the parents, some of them, are now organizing against it.
It makes sense why they're opposed to it, obviously. All right. Well, the National Weather Service has confirmed 2 tornadoes touched down in southwest Missouri during Friday evening storms. An EF1 tornado with peak winds of 95 miles per hour touched down near Mount Zinian in Douglas County, causing tree damage along a half-mile path. An EF0 tornado with winds of 80 miles per hour also touched down north of Seymour in Webster County, damaging trees and blowing a tin roof off a barn. Wow.
Yeah.
Strong winds. No injuries, good thing, or fatalities, even better, were reported from either tornado. Wow.
Yeah, Mount Zion. Have you been there? It's such a beautiful area if you've ever driven around out there in Douglas County. But yeah, it gets pretty rural pretty fast.
I think it's also funny how you say the word rural. I know you and Ethan have talked about this before, but I call it rural. Rural.
I probably call it rural. I'm from Oklahoma. Leave me alone.
Journalistic speaking, is it rural?
No, I never got in trouble for my pronunciation of it in Oklahoma, Texas, or Missouri.
Okay, so I'm saying it wrong.
Does that count? I mean, I don't know. And I got in trouble for other words, so
You're the professional. So rural. Wait, now I'm forgetting. No, it's not rural. It's rural.
Yeah. I mean,
okay, got it.
I'm tracking with you either way. So anyway,
I just, the
moral of the story is I love Douglas County and Mount Zion got hit, but fortunately, it is, can we just say it this way? It's not highly populated. It's not a highly populated area.
For sure. Okay, well, on to this story. It has been headquartered here for 40 years and plans to stay. Andy's Frozen Custard says they'll invest $32 million to build a new corporate headquarters in Springfield. Paid with company funds and private financing. The company is not asking the city or taxpayers for money, but is seeking Chapter 11 economic development incentives, including temporary property tax abatements and sales tax exemptions on construction materials. Andy's says that the project would create jobs, increase property tax revenue during the incentive period, and return full tax rolls after the incentives expire.
It's chapter 100 economic development, not chapter 11. Chapter 11 makes it sound like they're about to
Oh my gosh. Is that bankrupt. What I said? No. They're not bankrupt at all. Chapter 11, economic development incentives.
That's funny.
Sarah, it's early and I'm still caffeinating.
I know. I saw your cup. Actually, it's pretty great. I'm excited they're staying. I feel like it's a huge win for Springfield. Yay.
And they are truly everywhere. I mean, when you can go to Chicago, I mean, and Tulsa, I mean, places all over and see Andy's, I think that makes me so proud to be a Springfieldian that they're here. So thanks, Andy's, for staying with your chapter 100 bonds or incentives.
We are days away from a new concept in Nixa. Cox Health and Nixa Public Schools have teamed up for a multi-year partnership that will rename the athletic facility there and the performing arts building to The Complex, presented by Cox Health. That agreement provides funding to support future development of the campus while helping the district strengthen their local presence and stretch the local and state education dollars. Speaking of school funding, Fox Health is going to provide sports medicine services for Nixa student athletes, along with health, wellness, and healthcare education programs for students. So that's cool.
That's really cool. Nixa always seems to me like they're on the cutting edge of a lot of cool things, like with their performing arts facility, and they've brought in some amazing concerts and bands, and it's at a high school. Like, that's amazing. And so it's exciting to see what Nixa is doing.
It is neat. And I love the programs for students, like if they want to do healthcare, and then if you're a student athlete to have a sports medicine doc or services is pretty cool. That's something that's typically at the college level, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that the other high schools, I guess, in town do have access to that, but to be like there with the name and all the things. That's
neat concept.
All right. Also, speaking of schools, an update to a story that we first told you about last week in Republic. The school board president has now resigned. Terry McConnell, less than 1 week after being charged with misdemeanor domestic assault. Court documents say that he shoved a woman during an argument after displaying a loaded handgun, and deputies say he admitted that he was at fault. He pleaded not guilty, scheduled to appear in court at the end of July. The school district says the board member, Lauren Lehman, will assume leadership duties until they accept that resignation, elect some new officers, and then fill the vacancy.
Oof. Well, starting today, a portion of Mount Vernon Street in Springfield will close between Broadway and Fort. Crews are doing some work on the sewage in that area, so drivers can follow the posted detours like State Avenue as an alternate route, and make sure you slow down when traveling through the work zone. So don't want to end up in some sewage.
I got a speeding ticket, by the way, so I needed to slow down.
You did?
It wasn't a work zone. It wasn't a work zone, or else it would have been even worse. But it was still bad enough.
I also have gotten speeding tickets, so I'm not one to talk.
Like, I had not had a speeding ticket in like a decade or something, because I normally am pretty good. But I was going up the Highway 65 hill toward Branson, and then it was on the downhill.
Oh, and that's when they got you.
And I didn't want to like defend myself, but I wanted to be like, sir, I wasn't maintaining that speed. I was maintaining a slower speed, but then like I didn't want to like ride my brake down. I was actually just coasting.
It's like a roller coaster, cop.
Yeah. So anyway, I didn't even try. I was like, no, just give me the ticket. I know I'm speeding.
I cried after the cop left, and I was in downtown Springfield right when it changes to like 20 miles an hour, and I was going, I think 30, and I was like, I literally was like 7 over. I was like, please, I'm on my way to a board meeting. Can you please just show me grace? And he's like, and I almost name dropped because I know some friends who are police officers, but I didn't. I thought about it.
Just for the record, they wouldn't have cared. Yeah.
I mean, maybe if it was their boss, they would have cared. And then I'd be like, well, I'm going to text. No, maybe they wouldn't. But I paid the ticket. It's fine.
It's big. My ticket's going to be huge, just for the record.
How much over were you going, Sarah?
I can't say. It was really bad. It was bad.
Okay.
That's why I was like, and my kids were with me. I was trying to take my mom. My mom, you know, she's handicapped. She can't drive. Trying to get her to this dinner that she's got.
You had late. 3 generations in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he forgot to hand me back my insurance card. And so I go a little bit farther down the road and I'm like, he didn't give me back my insurance card. So I called star 55. The lady was so sweet at Highway Patrol. She looked it right up. She's like, oh, yep, I see that you just got pulled over. And I was like, it was kind of embarrassing, but also not embarrassing enough to be like, hey, actually, though, I need that insurance card because I got to drive a long distance tomorrow. So then I had to go sit on the side of the exit and wait for him, which I'm pretty sure he was just making me wait to prove the point, slow down. It was fine.
That is funny. And you can just print another insurance card if you go log in online.
Yeah, but it's under Ethan's name. He's
it would have been a whole
thing. There's lots of things, and I was like, dang it, I need that card. I got to get it. So anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sarah.
All right. This isn't about me.
No.
But it was sort of. Yeah. The moral of that story was slow down.
And
slow down.
Don't get it.
Especially in work zones. This was not a work zone, but slow down nonetheless.
And don't get a ticket.
And don't get a ticket. Yeah. Okay, this is a cool story. This is our last one. A new study by vacation rental platform Lake.com. Have you heard of it? Lake.com. They rank the lakes best to worst, basically, in the U.S. And Lake of the Ozarks was ranked the 4th cleanest lake among 100 of the largest lakes in the U.S. I think that is
I don't know. I actually don't know if I believe that, but
oh,
but
really?
Maybe. I mean, no. Keep on with the story. Sorry.
The rankings are based on water quality and the data that is collected between 2020 and 2025. So the lake earned the high marks for the lowest levels of pollutants like lead, ammonia, sulfates, and then some beaches have to close sometimes for is it E. coli? Yeah, in the water. Anyway, so Lake of the Ozarks is huge. It is 54,000 acres across 4 counties. And there's 1,100 miles of shoreline. And to be the 4th cleanest in the U.S., I thought was impressive.
I do. I mean, if it is true, I think that's amazing. I wouldn't doubt that you're not telling the truth at any time. But also, based on their metrics, are they judging and adding urine to that? Because here's the thing. It's a party lake, Sarah.
Ew. I mean, I know, but doesn't the lake clean itself of urine, right? I mean, I feel
urine is sterile, so that's good. I mean, if you're on a desert island and you have to drink something, you can drink your own urine and survive.
Wait, what?
Yes,
no,
it's sterile.
I'm Googling it.
No. I promise you, my dad's a doctor. He has said that to me before. Urine is sterile. I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you're on almost gonna die. Are you Googling, can you drink your own pee?
It says no, you should not.
Well, you shouldn't.
But popular survival myths and alternative wellness trends, modern medicine emphasizes that consuming urine provides 0 health benefits. You know what's funny is
that is funny. Okay.
Include
information, apparently.
If you're dying or if you're on a desert island, then maybe it would say yes.
I'm just wondering still how they, but I mean, I guess not having lead, ammonia, and sulfates, I could see how it could be in the top 4. That's great. Good job. Lake of the Ozarks, stay clean.
You know what? This says the U.S. Army Field Manual explicitly places urine on the do not drink list.
Okay. Well, there's some extra bonus content for you folks. Good.
I don't feel like anyone was planning to, but I wouldn't want them to watch and be like, well, Diana said I could.
Yeah, don't trust but verify. Always with me. I mostly I don't try to lie on purpose. But
she is the daughter of a doctor, but she herself is not one.
I'm not a doctor.
That's how I feel about TV news reporters. People ask me all these questions. I'm like, I'm literally reporting what the expert said. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's been a while since
COVID, when reporters would speak as if they had, this authority. I'm like going, who said that? Where did you get that? What is that person's credentials?
No, that's a great question to ask. I have no credentials, so don't drink your own pee, folks.
Duly noted. I like
Drink water.
Right.
And now you can go to Lake of the Ozarks without fear.
Yeah. I mean, apparently you could drink its water. I don't know. I mean,
I'm not sure I would do that. Still.
Yeah. Don't do that either. But All right. That's it. That's all we got. Diana will soon be highly caffeinated. I'm already there because hello, it's
good morning.
By 3:50 in the morning, I'm pretty much highly caffeinated. So
you go, girl.
All right. Have a good day. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Conditions across the Ozarks are starting off very warm. We've got numbers in the 70s, and it is going to be a hot and humid day. I know you noticed the difference in those temperatures yesterday compared to where we've been so far this month. Things have turned up a notch. We have the heat and humidity back in full force. This is the summer pattern that we've been waiting on, and it is here to stay this week. So if you love the hot, sticky summer weather, you're going to love this week. Otherwise, we are just talking about hot and humid conditions with heat advisories in the forecast as we head into the next several days. Each day, I've got high temperatures basically in the 90s, low temperatures in the 70s. The weather map looks pretty quiet for us today. I think we stay rain-free. And aside from a few isolated storms in the forecast this week, I really think in large part this is going to be a dry week in the Ozarks. We will see an extended period of dry weather, which is okay. We've kind of wiped out the drought conditions in many places with the excessive rainfall that we've had around the last 2 months. And now we are going to be dealing with the heat and humidity out in full force as a big ridge of high pressure kind of plants itself over the center part of the country. We've got a heat advisory in effect today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. It is going to be dangerously hot across the Ozarks. We've not quite had this type of summer weather just yet. So daily heat index values anywhere from 100 to 105 mean that it could be dangerous to get outdoors. Do be careful if you're heading out as we move into the next couple of days. Never leave kids, pets in the car. That doesn't need to even be said, but take frequent breaks if you can in the shade or in the air conditioning and drink plenty of water this week. Don't forget, it really is important to keep your body cool. We'll have daily high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, but heat index values, that's what matters. That's how hot it feels outside, and we will likely see those numbers well up into the triple digits. We've got warm temperatures overnight tonight with temps falling back into the mid 70s, and overall this is going to be a mainly dry week in the forecast with a whole lot of sunshine. In fact, nothing but sunshine today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. We start to see some cloud cover and just an isolated chance for some rainfall Thursday and Friday. But overall, this is going to be a relatively quiet week for us in terms of precip. Around the country, what's making headlines? It's this dangerous heat that we are dealing with, but it's not just us. If you look at the national weather map, a huge portion of the country is under these heat warnings and advisories. We've also got critical fire weather conditions kicking off the new work week down in the southwestern portion of the U.S., as well as severe thunderstorms for the plains early this morning. That's up in the northern states. So we don't have that here in the Ozarks, but what we do have is the big heat dome that's going to stick around. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. Here it is. What is the name of the bizarre winter phenomenon that occurs when strong winds roll chunks of wet, sticky snow across the ground, shaping them into natural, hollow, donut-like structures? Do you think this is A, snow rollers, B, ice pancakes, C, frost flowers, or D, snow donuts? If you knew this one, you would have known that it is A, snow rollers. They are indeed a rare natural phenomenon where the wind curls the chunk of snow over and over, and it creates this hollow kind of wheel-like or tubular snowball. Sometimes these are called snow donuts, but most frequently they are snow rollers because they resemble rolled up carpets or cinnamon rolls. So now you know. Congrats if A was your guess. Here's the next trivia question that I'll leave you with for tomorrow. What is the meteorological term for a small, intense downdraft of air that slams into the ground during a thunderstorm, causing sudden, violent wind gusts up to 150 miles per hour that can flatten trees and crash airplanes? Do you think this is A, a microburst, B, a whirlwind, C, a derecho, or D, a gust NATO? You can let me know if you've got a guess. You could win $50 to Godfather's Pizza, so might as well enter. You can do that on the website, Just go to the webpage and click on contests. Thank you so much for listening on this Monday. I hope everybody finds a way to stay cool today, even if it's just staying inside, staying in the AC. Thanks so much to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Whole Hog Cafe, Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet, and Godfather's Pizza. Have a great Monday. I'll be back to talk with you early tomorrow morning. Don't forget there's a heat advisory in effect today through Thursday. So find a way to stay cool.